A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Nicholas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel. He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'd be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks down. He often likes to step into midfield.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Bentaleb, not the most accurate pass. Budawi. There he goes, motoring forward. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Tagliafico. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Simeone stood his ground strongly. Tagliafico. That's a good ball out wide. Budawi. Can he get on the end of this? That has not gone well. Otamendi. Lo Celso. Great vision. He's found space here.
Such good technique.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Ignori did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Musa. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. And he's gone looking for safety.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Martinez knocks it into space.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
He's certainly onside here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Guiri. Now this could be a chance. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Can he get it through? Bentaleb. Budawi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. It's played through for him. Goes for a shot! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Zerouki. Now it's Martinez. Almada. Oh, now he can run away with it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found the way through. Drives it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Simeone. Chance here to counter. He can run onto that. Martinez. And Martinez! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. That's going wide left. Looking for the run. Delivers the ball. And that should get the job done. And here comes the corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Shaibi. Tagliafico does really well to win the ball there. Otamendi. Here's Lo Celso. He's in a great position here. Simeone. And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Guiri running with the ball. Musa. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Algeria really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Palacios. Martinez. Palacios. Tagliafico. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Musa. Zerouki.
Argentina have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Good ball, good take. Tagliafico. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Zidane breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The attendance for this match
quality
was
clearly deserted him
81,007.
at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Ball is over the line. Argentina choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that touch.
Shoots! And he can thump it away. Palacios' cross. That's an excellent interception. Bentaleb needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
And it's been taken short. Played in. Mandy getting this one clear. Now it's Alvarez. He's having a shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And the counter is on. Tagliafico kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely spread. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Short changes him with that pass. Palacios. And Simeone. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And he's there to get it away. And they've got a throw. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
A first breakthrough.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Played into space. He's through here. Guiri! And he couldn't finish.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Space for him to turn and look. Nicely shaped cross.
Minutes has been indicated.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. He leaps for it. But he's left disappointed.
Alvarez certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
No way through there. Driving on and making good progress. Martinez. That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Algeria simply forgot to turn up with an attack, Peter, and that lack of cutting edge could possibly turn into something more serious for them.